He tried to brake, but the accelerator was locked in place, forcing the car to blast down the highway faster and faster.
My accelerator's stuck down! I need help!
He even yanked out the car key, but nothing was working. And he was getting closer and closer to a busy intersection with nowhere to escape. At this speed, he knew that if he hit someone else, both of them would die. Fuck!
You couldn't stop your car?
Now he's left with a decision to make. Does he keep going forward and crash into another car? Or does he sacrifice himself to save everyone else? This is the horrific story of James Benefield. In the morning, James wakes up like any other day. At home, everything feels normal. He takes a cup of coffee from his wife, shares a quick moment with his family, hugs his daughter, and steps out, heading to work, without knowing how different this day is going to become. As an EMT, his job is built around emergencies. Long hours, constant movement, and decisions that matter. That day is no different. Calls come in, he responds. The shift moves the way it always does. But as the day comes to an end and most people are getting ready to go home, he makes a choice. He decides to stay a little longer for an extra shift. Just a few more hours. Nothing unusual, just part of the job. And when that shift finally ends, he heads out very tired and now ready to go home, not knowing that the most critical moment of his day hasn't happened yet. James steps out, exhausted, heading straight to his car, his GT Mustang. He gets in, starts the engine, and pulls out onto the road, beginning the drive home like he's done so many times before. At first, everything feels normal. The road is clear. The car responds the way it should. Just another drive after a long day. Then something changes. As he presses the accelerator, the car doesn't respond the way he expects. It doesn't ease, it doesn't slow, it keeps going. He lifts his foot, but the speed doesn't drop. The engine keeps pulling harder, faster. Now, he tries to brake, presses down, but the car doesn't slow the way it should. Instead, it keeps pushing forward, gaining speed, as if something inside it is no longer under his control. In that moment, he realizes this isn't a normal problem. Something is wrong, and it's getting worse. The speed keeps rising. James grips the wheel tighter, eyes fixed on the road ahead as the car continues to pull forward on its own. He presses the brake again, harder this time. Nothing. The car doesn't slow the way it should, it keeps going. Now, he tries something else. He reaches for the key and yanks it out. For a moment, he expects the engine to die, but it doesn't. The car is still moving, still accelerating. Now, the situation is real. This isn't something he can control the usual way, and traffic is getting closer. The road ahead is no longer empty, and every second, the speed is increasing. He looks ahead, and that's when he sees it. An intersection, busy. Cars moving across, and no clear path through. Now, there's no more guessing, no more trying things out, because in the next few seconds, he's going to have to decide what happens next.
My accelerator's stuck down! I need help!
They are cries of terror from a driver who says his car accelerator is stuck.
You couldn't stop your car?
The driver, an EMT, was on his way home after picking up an extra shift when he says his accelerator became stuck and no matter what he did, he could not slow down. In fact, he says his car actually picked up speed.
You couldn't stop your car?
The call suddenly cuts off. What happens next is a true miracle. His car crashes and flips 5 times. Yet, here's EMT James Benefield today, alive and uninjured.
It was a scary situation. It was one where I definitely thought that I was going to die.
The father of 3 was driving in Noonan, Georgia, when he says his car shot up to 110 miles an hour.
You couldn't stop.
James says he decided if he was going to die, he didn't want anyone else injured. So he steered into an empty parking lot to crash his car.
It was the most terrifying experience of my life. As soon as I left the road, kind of shot my arms out, just to try to protect my head.
Incredibly, his only injury, a dislocated thumb.
Do you feel lucky to be alive?
I do feel incredibly lucky.
Hey there, I'm Jordan with Rescue. Can you hear me? We're on. Easy, good. All right, 3 of us on my count. 1, 2, 3.
Sir, can you hear me? I'm Justin.